Hello again, everybody. Boyd back with you, and welcome to another update of our #2 Klingon Katinga cruiser build up here. And you can see we're getting a lot of progress done now. I've got the engines and everything mounted on this, and we've started paint in some areas. But I wanted to take you guys around and show you what I did for the lighting on this one. And you can see what we did here. Since we're not using the control board that we had for the other Katinga that we worked on from Starling, basically what I did here is just mounted a blinking red LED here in the belly and another one here in the neck. And since you really can't see both of those at the same time, you know, they blink at a nice rate, which looks pretty accurate, but they're not timed together. But the cool part about that is that you really can't see both of these at the same time when you're looking at the model, so you'll never be able to tell that they're not blinking at the same rate. But you can see in the back here we've mounted another solid on red LED there for the rear torpedo tube. And then here at the engine exhaust, you can see we've got our flickering LEDs. I'm going to turn it on again now, and you can see what we've got going on back here. There's our engine ports and our photon launcher, which looks really nice. And that'll all stay darker too once the lid's on top of that. When it's not turned on, it won't look, you won't be able to see light coming through there. And then here you can see we've got our strip of LED tape at the front, which is lighting up our windows here on the front, just like on the other model. And there's our little red flasher. And here on the bottom side you can see we've got one also. And like I said, you cannot see these at the same time, so and the flash rate on this LED is pretty close to what it's supposed to be anyway, so I think that looks pretty good. And then here's our engines. We painted them, and you can see our light leaks are gone now. We've got the same lighting going on that we had on the other model. And here at the taillights, we don't have the disruptors on the bottom side, of course, but you can see our inboard lighting is working there, and we'll have all the lighting on the top side here. I'm just about ready to close this up, so I wanted to show you guys how everything looked on the inside here. We've got all of our SMDs tied together. Just a real quick explanation of how I set this up. The SMD power all comes in out of the engines to light those. We've tied it into main power here, and each LED has its own 470 ohm 1/4 watt resistor attached to it, and that's a perfect setup for a 9 volt power supply. You can see here I'm running it at 9 volts. So everything's been set together now, and now we've got everything tied together on the bottom of this. And so what I'll be doing now is just gluing these, or soldering these two wires onto our main power pickups here, and then we're going to drop this down and glue it on. So I'm going to be back in a second and show you how that turned out, and we'll show you all the lighting going on this that we have done, and we'll see how that looks. So we'll be right back with that, guys. Alright, everybody, well, we're back again. You can see that we've got the top of the secondary hull mounted on along with the shuttle bay deck, and you can see now that our engines look a lot nicer and more defined now that everything's been sealed. The fit on this one is really good. It's about the same as it was on the other one. You can see we've got that little gap here on the starboard side. Not quite as bad as the other one for some strange reason. And then here you can see we've got a little bit of a gap on this side as well, but we'll fix all that up just like we did on the other one. On the next video I'm going to come back and show you some of the putty work on this, and using some canopy glue we're going to go in here and fill in some of these seams with my little plastic syringe. I'll fill that up with some canopy glue, and I'll show you guys how I fix these light leaks again. And but everything's working. You can see we've got all of our lighting on the wings, on the manifolds, and on the back here at the disruptors. We don't have the underwing disruptors like we had. That's a JT Graphics resin part. So again, Byron just decided to go with the basic kit supplied parts on this. So we just do a little bit of work here and there. You can still make it look really nice. Like I said, those wing lights will look really great, and there's the other manifold light. And then you can see we've got a little red flasher going on there, and the one on the belly still working great. We don't have the bottom of the neck on there yet. We'll do that when we start getting ready to work our way forward here, but I've got all the wiring run and everything. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. Just kind of a short update. You can see we've got our little fiber optics in the taillights now, and those are lighting up good. So that's it for this one, guys. We'll see you probably tomorrow night. Over the weekend here, we pretty much will get this model completely built. It's on the downhill run now, and then we're just going to be working on the forward section, getting it glued together. We're going to use a little bit of LED tape in that, and one of those SMDs again to light up the top part of the bridge and the window lighting there. So everything's coming together really well. And that's a wrap, guys. So take care out there. We'll see you tomorrow night for another update on our Katinga here. Take care and happy modeling, everyone.